Three, two, one. Ladies and gentlemen, from here, there, out, everywhere, everywhere. We're here for you. We're here for you for the sweet, for the sour. We're here for the Pound Hour, LB Hour Productions. I'm L. He's B, and we're somewhere in Cowlitz County, which is basically Northwest Washington, between Mount St. Helens.
Southwest Washington.
Southwest,
Northwest
Washington.
United States.
Yes. We are south of St. Helens and west of the coast, right?
West of South Dakota. Hey,
Oh yeah, we're east of our own beach here. That's right.
I got to tell the audience of 3 if we have. We reached 10 one time. So once we break 10 again, we're on
10 what?
10 viewers. But let the guys know out there, the techies, I got that on there, and it's a 1-hour loop on YouTube. The only thing is you got to adjust your TV. So.
Well, I think it's funny because I didn't know we were on live. We're not on live, are we?
We're on live now.
Huh?
We're not live, but we're on.
Well, we're recording to the public. You mean
this will?
Well, that means I better shape up or ship out. This is like I'm barely dressed this morning. Jiminy crickets. Let me get my pajamas off. You know.
It is National Excuse Day.
It's going to have to be because I did not know that, and I mean I don't know. I knew a little bit about that, but.
Well, I want to invite you over sometime, either today or tomorrow. We'll watch that. Some of those UFC fights from Saturday, they're that good.
I heard one was great, and one got a proposal for Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, and she said if he shaves MS on his chest for Miley, or MC on his chest, she will date him, go on a date.
Well, she said she'd be his Valentine, which is...
Yeah, but they'll get a date. I thought it was...
Past due now.
The guy was unknown coming in, and then now he's talked about, he's the talk of the town, basically. That was a good one.
It was a good one. You know, if you're gonna win, you might as well do something with it. You know.
Well, earlier he did a marketing thing where he talked about everybody around the United States send in some opinion of something, and so it all goes to his Instagram, so he may get millions of followers, and that's big in the UFC. The more followers you get, can help you get bigger fights.
Speaking of promotions, this hat belongs to me, but it is a Merchants Rollin' Wines here. Rollin' Wines is a local winery, which has phenomenal wines and fantastic pizza. And that's where I'm going to go on my next date, if I ever have one, if it ever happens again, because I'll tell you what, this pandemic has shut everything down, man.
Oh yeah. Well, I've known
the dating world, the life world. I just, you know, I had a conversation this morning with somebody who's very, very, very depressed, and I'm like,
oh,
yeah, and I'm like, you know, even the great Lana, get depressed because it's kind of a, you know, I mean, it's just one of those things. I think, holy mackerel, will this season of pandemic and winter and everything, you know, just this season of life needs to go past it. But then I said one little phrase in my head which sticks with me always: "Oh ye of little faith." And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I could put up with it another year or two. You know what I mean? I know I don't lack faith, so therefore I'm good with that. But
well, I learned a good lesson. I need to stay in better shape and train for the 1 week or 1 day that we get snow every year, because snow shoveling is a weird, hard thing, man.
Did you do a lot of it?
Well, I did a little bit, and it was enough to...
I know, and I feel bad about this, by the way. So my neighbors out there, if you ever see this, I wasn't talking bad about you. I was actually worried about my neighbor across the street. He's got a nice little slant hill, and he was shoveling that snow for hours. And I'm like, you're not that young. You might want to make sure that you don't have a heart attack. I hear many times people have heart attacks shoveling the snow. And he's like, you mean I'm fat? I'm like, well, no, just because you're fat doesn't mean anything as well. But
Well,
The
that
fact that
snow's heavier than you think, and you have to get it far, kind of extended arms. It's not an easy thing, and I have injured shoulders from the past. Man, it just
yeah,
exacerbates.
shoveling is for certain people.
Yeah,
The world needs ditch diggers, but not me.
yeah. A good idea is to get that rock salt and all that stuff going. And
Yeah, I can see right now. The oddity is that I can see right now that because I did not practice beforehand, do my little AIOU and stretch my face out.
well,
And
you
my
did
face is a
really
little
well.
tight.
You did a great job on the opening we did, and all the times you interviewed Paul. So you sounded good. Um,
Yeah, I
and
mean, I can.
I've got it on. I've got it on my computer now. I was able to figure all that out, so I have a copy. We have the and the footage we shot background footage with the camcorder. We can look at that, but I've looked at a little. It looks great. So we have the show itself on a file. We can edit clips.
The show he's referring to, folks, if you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know, we did a Friday Night Live last Friday. We're gonna try it every 2 weeks, so pretty
Yeah.
cool.
And so we've got footage of Paul. We can pick the best moments and clip it up a little bit, and then make a call to action for entertainers.
Yes, well, yeah, we have a little bit. I've been asking people, and I've gotten some people to respond. Besides musical acts, though, currently I'm looking for somebody who can do hiccups and burping. Some type of a weird little.
My cousin, my cousin Matt, he lives in Bend though. He can burp the alphabet.
Yeah, see, there you go. That should hold about 20 minutes worth of time.
Yeah.
That'd be
There's
horrible.
out there with talent.
Huh?
There's some people with weird, interesting talents out there.
I don't know if that's talent, but it's something.
I can't do it.
Well, yeah.
We have about 11 days or something like that, or 12 days till the next one. So we got time to get things together. And
yeah,
I'm excited about
right now.
the next one. Oh, I was thinking we need to do little commercials, even 15. They have 15-second commercials that are popular on the internet now. 6-second vines. We need to give clips and get people interested in the next show. We'll do it with YouTube and Facebook.
Well, let's not talk about that right now, though.
Facebook Live is easy.
Yeah, but let's not talk about during the show. Let's talk about that afterwards, or whatever.
Well, I want the people to know where it's a constant thing that if you're going to do it.
Oh yeah, this whole thing
every day. Every day.
No, we are on every day. We may not do it an hour every day, but usually it's about that.
Yeah.
And how we came about, by the way, the pound hours is Brian and I have been doing things together for years. And we've always talked about doing an LB hour on the radio show. And so, because we both done radio stuff for a while, I did a radio show for about 7-8 years. It was quite fun. I always had guests on there every day, about 3 to 4 guests a day, actually different businesses that come on there and have their own individual spots, and we would talk about their business and promote it. So now Brian and I are sitting here in the middle of the snow, trying to promote water.
Yeah.
I
we
mean,
were on that show or a show one time with this guy that was an artist that had an art gallery, George Broderick. Yeah, I got to know him because of that show. It was on Bi-Coastal Keto.
was that on the chamber?
Yeah, you and I were talking about an Eagles event, and then he was there.
Oh, very cool. Yeah.
And there's a guy talking about a local music show. So it was a pretty cool. You can meet people through radio.
Absolutely.
There's still
you can make people from anywhere and everywhere outside. You stay outside your house, you're finding somebody. And if you don't find friends, I'm sorry about that, folks. It's very easy. And matter of fact, because of that, one of the things I'm doing right now in our show, in our broadcast is that I find unique questions every day and I ask Brian these things. And these are questions that you could ask anybody, maybe more intimate ones if they were on your first date or something like that. But even the ones I found something today, which by the way is off of a website, which is things to ask a stranger. So this is an interesting one. I mean, we've kind of gone over this before, but if you're ready for an answer, Brian, to answer my questions, I'll throw one at you.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Question is, how do you spend too much time doing
How do I spend?
No,
too
what
much
do you spend too much time doing? In other words, well, it said one thing, but I'm changing it. So what do you spend too much time doing?
Probably tinkering with stuff around the house, like wires and cables. And instead of learning what I'm actually going to do in advance, I'll spend 2 hours fixing this, rearranging. Yesterday, I rearranged the garage and worked on mics, and it's probably
Well, no, that's
good.
not bad. That's good, actually. I mean,
No,
but the question is, what do you spend too much time doing?
I spend too much time because I'm not efficient and don't think in advance of what I want to learn. So just little tricks I gotta master.
Well, I will tell you this, knowing you, you have a tendency to put down, if you want to go to the store, you'll put a plan out. Say, I need this, this, and this. You
Yeah,
you don't just waste time usually, you know what I mean?
yeah,
You hate wasting time. I know you hate wasting time. You just go, 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 go. If there's a time that's being spent burning, you're like, I don't want to be here. I'm out. You know,
yeah.
you'd rather be
I,
doing something.
I do relax too, though, when I'm watching TV. I'm in no hurry, but
Sure, but that's not
as you
wasting
get
time,
older, you
really.
have less time. You don't want to waste it.
True. Now, what is a new habit that you would like to form?
I would like to stretch, maybe do yoga first thing every morning.
Yep.
Get the body ready because as you get older, that's important. Plus, Diamond Dallas Page, the great wrestler, he does that for people that are older and injured and stuff. He did Jake the Snake, and what the first hour for the guy in the worst shape is getting out of bed. And what it is, you stretch in bed, you do all these exercises. By the time you get out of bed, you're okay. I don't need to go that far, but
You're not there yet. Yeah.
I need to get right out of bed and stretch.
But I do. I literally have to stretch. I get up, I stretch. I sitting here a couple minutes, I have to stand up and stretch. You know,
Yeah.
it's like my body, the way it works nowadays is that I have to stretch all the time. I have to stretch my legs out, my hand out, my arm out.
Yeah.
And I do it constantly throughout the day. But
Let's check that out. It's Diamond Dallas Page Yoga. I'll look it up in a minute and we'll share it.
yeah,
But, Jake the Snake said he changed his life. Diamond Dallas Page saved his life, and he got him.
yeah. Well, as far as a habit that I would like to get into, because I, years ago did martial arts for quite a while, and did a. Anyways, the thing is that a Tai Chi, Tai Chi is a great way to stretch and a great way for martial arts to get your body back into moving. And I need to do that. I've got some little stuff to work out with here, and I should be doing more of that.
Yeah. Well, Tai Chi seems to, you have to get into a really calm mental state.
Yeah, and that's where I have a difficult doing that. I did it for a long time. Not a long time. I did it for about a year. When I was in Seattle, because I was working so hard, I had to working all the time. I had to just relax, and now I need to learn how to relax again. Really, even though I'm more sedentary than I ever have been, I need to relax more mentally and get that flow. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Just not always there. Okay, well that's good. So my next habit I need to do is
relax.
Relax, and Tai Chi if I could any habit, and yours would be to stretch.
One note I'd like to add, I'll brag a little bit. I felt
Is it a B positive?
I'm going to brag a little, but on the Friday night thing we did last Friday, we had some things happen, and I felt I stayed calm. So
you did great, and I'll tell you, even I thought, well, one error, no problem, 2 errors, 3 errors, and that's like, you know what? After the 3rd error, you're like going, and we didn't record, and okay, well, there's that. That's
and then sideways phone.
And yeah, and sideways phone, the inability to hear, the scratchiness, it's like, really?
Yeah, I think it was the heaters. I think it was the heaters that caused that hum, but because your phone's always got good sound.
It does, but for some odd reason, and we were told, we've been studying and doing this for a while, and they were told that the iPhone does the best recording for shows and stuff. However, I will say that I was worried about that, like the microphone, because it's a band playing, music playing. It's kind of loud, can over, I thought it might condense it or have some weird sound coming into it. But I think normally it's pretty good. I mean, It's just that it was the heaters in the background because it was freaking snowing outside.
Yeah, and we may do with the webcam, but we should have the camcorder next time. You'll have great sound whether we do external sound or not.
Yeah, but I was
Sound
I was impressed too with the whole little. You and I both have that attitude, and so does Paul, which was great.
Oh, that
The
was
show
key.
must go on. You know,
Yeah.
you just go on. The show must go on. And so even though oddly enough, the third time after we've practiced many times that night, the third time I goofed up my little lines a little bit, but that's okay.
No,
I mean, you just gotta run over and keep on going. But yeah, no, it wasn't what I was planning on saying. You're like, Lonnie, come on down. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not really ready. Well, I guess I'm ready now. And then it didn't come out correctly, but it came out fine, you know?
I don't think anybody could have told. They didn't know you were supposed to say one thing. You were just
Oh yeah, no, nobody
a
knows.
nice drink, relax.
Yeah. No, I mean, I wrote the things. I just know what I should be saying, you know. But pretty soon I'm like, hey, sit back, have a cocktail, maybe a margarita, load a bowl, friggin' shoot up, do something.
Yeah.
It was stupid, but it was fun regardless. And I can't wait to get some more people out there to play for the community, because right now being at home is the problem. Nobody can get out to go to a concert or play or anything like that. And so, I mean, I enjoy that stuff. You know me, I like to go to plays. I like to go to concerts.
Well, you even
I like anything where there's social activity, actually. I do believe. And I think
you
the
like-
camaraderie.
You actually like meetings. A lot of people. do.
I like meetings for the most part. Well, I don't like frivolous meetings. I like meetings where I can get things accomplished. You know, I like things where people are educated and we like to come together for a better cause of whatever it might be. I have something on my lip. Dang it, there we go. Okay. Anyway, so question number Trey.
Go ahead.
What's one thing you would like me to tell you about you?
Something I'd like you to tell me about me.
Yeah,
Oh, geez, I don't know.
I know it's a tough one.
I don't. Maybe a time when you're surprised, pleasantly surprised by something I did or something. There you go.
Well, I was
When were you impressed or pleasantly surprised?
pleasantly surprised, and we just talked about this, so I'm bringing it back up. I was pleasantly surprised Friday that you didn't overreact and I didn't overreact, and the show just went on. That was good. You know, it was just smooth sailing regardless of what happened. You know what I mean? It was going to happen. You know, we decided we were going to make it happen, and we did. And because of whatever comes up, nothing you can do about it. You know what I mean? You just got to keep on going. And you did that, and I was proud of you.
Well, thank you.
Because you could just say, you know, freaked out, whatever. You know, not that you would normally would, but we've been there before.
Oh yeah, it can stress you out where you get freaked out and I get like grumpy and stupid. But I didn't do
Well, yeah,
that.
we all do. But I mean,
Paul was the key though. Having a guy like Paul, he was more laid back than we were. He was more into the show must go on thing.
well, I think he's also stoned, so he's got like, okay, sure, whatever. You know. Speaking of which, we should be calling him right now.
Yeah. Well,
I forgot about that.
Before we get a hold of him, I wanted to show you this, just so people see what I'm talking about with the. Can you see that? The Diamond Dallas Page. This is the wake up.
I
workout.
can.
The
Can you
wake
blow it up a little bit?
workout. Oil for the Tin Man, because that's kind of what it feels like.
No, I totally
body movement.
100,000% understand.
Yeah.
That is actually something that I have told my therapist and stuff. I feel like the Tin Man just. I totally understand that. I grasp that concept.
Yeah. Okay. So another one is sweating and swearing workout. Just anything Diamond Dallas Page.
Can you
check.
blow that up so we can see it, or no? Or
I'm not going to show it because of copyright, but just go to DDPY, which is Diamond Dallas Page Yoga, and he's got a lot of videos. So it's impressive what he's done. He's kind of like Jimmy Carter was the president, then he did way more stuff afterwards. Diamond Dallas Page is changing lives after wrestling.
Yeah, he was a wrestler, right?
He was big time. He was not the number one, but he was up there. He was in the Raw and all that.
Hmm.
He took Jake the Snake in for like a year or two or something, and got him off drugs, changed his life, got him into the wake up yoga and all that. Just yeah, he found his niche after wrestling. It's kind of neat to see guys do that. They get a whole new
Oh,
feel
100%.
for sports. Yeah.
You know, I don't know how to, let's see here. I bet you if I go here, give me 1 second here. If I go like this, give me just a second here. I'm going to try something here for 1 second because I'm going to try and get my friend Paul, the player, on the phone.
Oh, okay.
I forgot about this.
The Paul Maurer.
The Paul Maurer. So we're going to, okay, hang on. Schedule this. Go to home. Add invitees. Send a message to Paul.
So when you're saying Paul Maurer, you might
Not the Paul Maurer. We talked about that yesterday.
Yeah. You talk about this guy, Paul Maurer, and the
Yeah,
silent.
Paul Maurer, Bravery in the Storm. That's what we had Friday.
Yeah.
Bravery in the Storm.
Yeah, that was good. And then the aliens arrived, which was him. No, just kidding.
Yeah, actually, that's pretty funny. No, he got to play though, and he was playing some his new album as well, which was 50 Army Lion,
Yeah.
which is very cool. I thought it was very nice of him to do that, and it's not even out yet. It's coming out on Soundhound. What's he selling it from? SoundCloud.
I like Soundtown better.
Soundhound. Who I said,
Soundtown and get good music at a low price.
Soundtown. Things will be working for Soundtown. What song is that from? I'm thinking of.
It's from Downtown, from Petula.
Downtown. There we go. Okay.
Petula Clark.
Sheila Clark. Oh my goodness.
Petula.
Oh, Petula.
Like Petula Clark or Petula.
Or Patchouli.
Petula.
Huh. Did not know that. Okay. Well, so he hasn't responded yet to her.
It's Petula Clark. Jerry Seinfeld mentioned it in that episode. They were singing Downtown the whole time. It's supposed to be a hint, a clue.
Maybe we've gone over this before, but you know what? Things change. So if I ever come across questions that we've asked before, people, listen, tell you what,
Yes.
It's a different day and there's gonna be different stories because we forget certain things in our lives and we have ADD, we both do, and we have bad memories and that's how it works. But well, actually, he doesn't have bad memories. I do. So
bad memories, but not that bad a memory. But I've
yeah, right. Well, we both have good and bad memories, most definitely. You know, and I'll tell you what. Yesterday, being Valentine's Day, I actually have a pretty good day actually. Even though I was confined to most of my house all day long, I did get my dog out. Got to walk around the lake a little bit and try not to wreck my car. Had a conversation with somebody who was pretty special. I haven't ever talked to this person before, but you know, hey, it's pretty cool.
Wow, you just somebody you'd never talked to, and were they the person that was depressed?
No, actually, no, I talk to multiple people a day. I try to, but
Yeah.
no, and I had a friend of mine. I had a friend of mine lose their father yesterday from the pandemic, and then I had a friend of my sister's actually brother. Her father passed away because of the pandemic yesterday from COVID, and then my sister's bestie, her brother, 46-year-old boy, male, whatever, he died of COVID 2 days ago. So,
Oh man.
yeah, so this is like, it's coming down to the wire, folks. You either get your vaccine or you get dead. And I'm trying to get the vaccine or whatever I'm getting beforehand. I don't know.
I'd like to.
But I don't feel like getting dead right now. You know?
I'd like to get it as soon as they get it going.
Yeah. I know in our, we had Paul over the other night doing that show. And that's the closest I've been to somebody actually talking, actually, without a mask for quite a while, it seems like,
Yeah.
besides you, who,
We're mostly we're pretty distant.
yeah, we were, and we're
also
in a
outdoors.
location, our venues, you know,
Indoor,
we've got airflow and everything, so it wasn't too bad. I mean, I think it was okay.
Look,
But what was it? Yeah, so Paul he has not responded yet to the shout out, but
well, I'll take the time to show everybody who Petula Clark is. Petula. It was 1964 downtown. It's on YouTube, and this one's from the Old Record Club. But that's a classic song.
yeah. What movie is it
Holds
from?
up
Isn't it a
today.
recent?
It still holds up. It's a good dancing, fun song.
Well, yeah, matter of fact, I'm trying to think here, who redid that song here recently?
I don't know. Be good for Bruno Mars, man. He should try it. Get some maybe Nicki Minaj. I don't know all these people, but I know they're
Macklemore.
Macklemore. There you go. Got to have a female singer thrown in too. She's got to take it to the next level.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Macklemore did that downtown here a couple years ago.
Oh, he did. I thought you meant.
Yeah, he recorded downtown Seattle. Oh, it was amazing. I mean, that's a great one.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I'll check that out.
Yeah, no, for certain. He is a big Northwest individual who has made some pretty big strides in his life. I think Macklemore is pretty cool. He had some hard times in his life, and I think that that song Downtown, where he recorded the whole thing downtown Seattle like at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's pretty funny, actually, pretty amazing, and it's a great one.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. I think we probably won't be shut down for showing it for a second, but hey, you never know.
I think instead of showing the actual video, we can just show, the picture from the YouTube.
Sure. Yeah, we're gonna figure this out, folks. We're gonna play things for you eventually, whenever we can. We kind of skating the law right now on if we post something, we don't want to get it taken away from us, because I did that thing a while back with the I was talking, I think I did too long, mind you. I showed like almost a whole episode of a celebrity death match with Beavis and Butthead, which, by the way, was pretty funny, but not that funny, not enough to get us in trouble. I didn't mean for that to happen like that. So yeah, I got in trouble for that one. I didn't mean to, and I thought we could do it, but apparently, because we were talking about it, we were on the screen the whole time. We weren't just I think we were. I don't know. Do you know if we share the screen, do we disappear, or are we still in the corner?
We're still in the corner. So I'll share you the YouTube page in a minute. Oops, there it is. Just a second. There's Macklemore. There you go. And this is called Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. I guess that's his partner. It's the official.
Yeah. No, see, they're all downtown, and I'm trying to press the play button. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, I like even just showing them what it is. That way you recognize it when you go to it. And it's one of the first ones on Macklemore. So that's cool.
No, Macklemore downtown. Very cool.
Downtown Seattle. I like it. Macklemore, downtown. That's cool.
You have to listen to it. You have to watch the whole thing. It's pretty cool. Matter of fact, there is it's a national, it's a worldwide song, but nationally they did for Halloween, they took one of the houses down in or mansions down there in Seattle somewhere, and did the lights to it during Halloween to match the downtown. It's really cool. It's like top to notch. I mean,
I'd like to see every downtown in the country work on improving their downtown and use that.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I do on,
Yeah, get him as a spokesman.
That's one of the things I do as well is help on the downtown board.
Downtowners
for Longview, and I do the downtowners for Kelso as well. And we're trying to. Longview, Washington has been growing quite a bit as far as business-wise downtown in the area, trying to make that better. And I'm on the board for that group, and that's fantastic. And if you want to know anything, give us a call, give me an email, come down and visit us actually in Longview, Washington, because it's very artistic kind of sort of thing downtown. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
You know, we've got they call it the Barrel District because we have one or two or three breweries and just a nice place to shop downtown Commerce Avenue. We've got, I think there's actually 17 secondhand shops within 1 mile radius, which is kind of interesting because if you want to buy vintage stuff or antiques, they deemed it at one point secondhand city. I think that's disgusting. So not disgusting, but that's not good.
Yeah, but vintage town is a lot better.
It is a vintage town. So
secondhand just means like we've been discarded. But
right,
I would like to see a national campaign downtown and have Macklemore be the spokesman with the song and all that.
There you go.
Every town shows what they're doing to improve their downtown. Like that would be awesome. Georgia, Alabama, all that, just different towns.
Yep. And the Kelso downtowners as well is working on an artistic district, making it because we've gotten so much pieces of art there actually as well for the last few years, and we're trying to make that more prettier, bringing flowers in, and when you put flowers in an area, it really does spice it up. You know, shows the livelihood inside the downtown. And during this pandemic, I'm pretty proud of some of the business owners because what they've done is they've taken that money from the government and not only try to keep them afloat and pay their rent and stuff, they've been able to utilize some of that and do new signs and upgrade their look of their place, you know. So such as Longview downtown, or Longview Donuts. Longview Donuts has gotten some new signs outside and on both sides of their big old building. You've seen it, Ryan.
Yeah.
But this looks great. It's looking better every day. Antidote Tap House on 14th Avenue. They've made this huge area in the back. They've upgraded their building. They've moved. They've looks fantastic inside their place. I mean, it's just neat looking. And they did that all basically right in the very beginning of COVID. So I'm very proud of them. You know, they turned a bad thing into a good thing for certain. I mean, they were kind of getting their the previous place they were, the owner basically decided, I think they wanted to not lease it to them anymore, kind of sort of thing. So they wanted to upgrade it. So they got pushed out. They got pushed out of their location, and they bought a new one and made it look fantastic. Totally changed it around. Yeah. So kudos to them. And then Mill City Grill as well. Everything's looking so good right now downtown. You know.
Yeah.
Just waiting for people to come in and shop. So we've got Small Business Saturday coming up, I do believe, in about 2 more weeks. I won't be here for that this one, I think, but that's okay.
Well, I mentioned National Downtowners Association would be nice. Then I found this, which is the International Downtowners Association. And you can join it or you can just get ideas. These are bigger cities, but they probably have them for small towns too, because
they do. We've got small.
Yeah.
We belong to some small town ones. Yeah.
Yeah. These are big and small, but just International Downtowners Association, and just you can get ideas and communicate with people because you don't have to go there anymore. You can do it all online.
Yeah. No, we've worked with some of them.
Well, city council here and pretty much every place used to take these trips to other towns, very expensive, which there's some value in it, but you can do the same thing online and no charge, save the taxpayer some money and get to know other downtowners.
Yeah, actually, so there's one called Strong Towns, and that's the ones that are growing. Small towns like ourselves that are growing up, and we belong to that, and we had a gal from Strong Towns actually come back here about 2 years ago and work with us on telling us what we need to do and what we don't need to do. And, you know, and one of the great things you told us to do is be a ninja. And what I mean by that is, you know, if there's something that needs to be done and somebody's going to say, hey, they're going to put some red tape, just do it in the middle of the night. Nobody will even know, you know, and they'll go, hey, you know, that looks great. You know,
well, this
fixing something, cleaning something, doing some good.
One
You
thing,
know.
about, one thing about the international downtown is it looks like, just from what I've seen, is it's like a comprehensive, well-organized approach. Let's see if we can get that. Sorry about that. But this shows kind of the categories they cover. It's a lot of good stuff. Public space, economic development, organizational, because
Planning, design, yeah,
that's cool. Media and marketing. So
yeah.
you don't have to join. You can get anything you want out of it. So I like hearing though that the local one is involved in that strong town. I like strong.
Yeah, and I think that you know, our CEDC does a lot, and actually, I'll say that the person in charge of the CEDC, I'm sure, does quite a bit. But the second person in charge, the second person in charge, Lindsay, is a wildfire. So she's just, you know, burning it up. She's doing great.
Do those organizations communicate a lot, like the Downtowners, the CEDC, and all that, Chamber of Commerce, and the local service clubs like the Elks and
Well, often they do, because somebody like Lindsay actually is involved into everything. You know, she is the hub of everything on that whole thing. So she's part of, she works with, she's a vice president now of the CEDC, and she's my president actually on the Longview Downtowners, and probably the president of Kelso Downtowners. I'm not quite certain, but so she's my partner in crime on a lot of things, and try to help her out whenever I can. So
that's really good, because instead of just talking to each other, she knows all three of them. So she's in it. So that's
hey, we have a guest here, by the way.
what?
We have a guest. Ladies and gentlemen.
Paul Maurer.
Nope, I think this is currently just a silence.
I thought you were going to come in with "and the silence." Let's try that.
I was going to, but all I see is the silence. That's like,
Let's
can't
try.
hear anything.
Ladies,
Paul, are you there, sir?
ladies and gentlemen, Paul Maurer.
And the silence.
Oh my God.
There he is.
Yeah, I was being dumb. I'm trying to, let me get my video up so you can see my
Ugly
ugly,
face.
gray,
Yeah.
gray bearded
Speaking of
face. Hold on.
radio, he's doing radio right now.
I think I have to, oh, fuck, how do I change the camera angle on this? I think I have to do it. I think I have to do it on my camera. Hold on.
Hey, this is a perfect example of a first Zoom.
There you go. So yeah, on the bottom of your camera, right there, on the bottom of your phone, bottom right. Well, mine's an iPhone, so.
Yeah, you have a fucking space phone. Mine's not.
Well, I think Brian has the same as yours. Brian, how do you turn the camera around your phone?
I think I have to do it on my, I think I have to do it on
I
my
do it on
phone.
my computer.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, yeah, that's
There you
that.
go.
Hold on a second. Let me get to my camera. I think I just need to switch the fucking.
Well, we'll describe Paul. He's about 6'4". He has just fiery red hair, like a
Oh my
crazy
God.
professor.
ponytail that goes down to his ass.
Ponytail. He wears a man bun occasionally. He dresses in wild colors, just crazy colors.
I know.
And he
And often wears a dress, but not today, I don't think.
and he carries one of those knapsacks over his back with the stick. One of the guys still do it.
Yeah, that's that. I'm a fucking hobo.
Actually, this is not true at all, folks. Paul is very clean shaven, and he's about 5'1", and
Oh wow.
about
Put
300
him at
pounds.
5'10".
Yeah, I'm basically a hobbit.
I think you're taller.
Have you ever seen a Hobbit? That's right. There you go.
One thing about Paul, we
yeah.
showed that earlier. He has a great YouTube presence. He knows how to do Instagram, Twitter.
Apparently not Zoom though.
No, but
Yeah, I don't know shit about Zoom.
it's your first time. And then you made my day on Friday when you called your girl, and we're all excited that I was on Theo Vaughn's show, The King and the Sting. The way you
Yeah, that shit was. I watched it immediately as soon as we got home. We're like, and she's like, she was like, she knew that you were in a costume, but she's like, does he do a lot of drugs? I'm like, I don't know, probably.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know.
Yeah, I know.
Just been one of those drama guys all my life, even as a kid, TV and drama.
Well, he's fearless. That's for sure. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to call people like Brian zero fuck kind of guys. There's zero fucks being given right now.
Yeah, well, yeah, he likes to have fun, and not only does Brian want to have fun, he's done. Paul, some of the things you'll see about Ryan is he's done like some acting classes and stuff for kids and whatnot, and
that's cool.
yeah, and tries to get people out of their shell a little bit. So, like
I haven't been in a shell for many decades, so I don't really. I like once I hit like 40, I realized like
wait, this is me in a shell.
I have zero fucks.
Right.
I have zero fucks. I'm like, no one can actually hurt my feelings. The only thing that like would hurt my feelings is like if it was like self-induced feeling hurtings. Like if I fuck something up or I fucking put my foot in my mouth and I'm like embarrassed. I'm like, oh, I'm really sorry I said that. That was stupid. But then like 5 minutes later, if they're still mad at me, fuck that guy.
Right.
Girl, and
onward and upward,
move on, dude.
We're talking to Paul Maurer here. I got his little YouTube page.
Oh,
Paul,
geez.
Paul's giving me too much credit though. I'm not really that good at art and drama and all that stuff and TV. It's just I'm terrible at reality, so I just create fake characters. So.
Hey,
well, I mean that's the move.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, since we have Paul Maurer on the silence here, Paul, are you giving us permission to play a song?
I don't give a shit.
Hey, there you go.
Bravery in the storm is something we all need right now. Let's see if this works. Lonnie did some techie stuff on it and fixed it. This is Paul Maurer in the silence with Bravery in the Storm.
There's a picture of him, folks.
It's a really cool, it's a very cool guy angle going on there. That's.
Can't hear you. I'm trying to get a full screen for it, Paul.
Oh, that's cool. I don't need this. I have a cool lamp in that corner now. It's like this hanging thing that.
Can you hear it?
Oh, there. I can hear it. Yeah.
Oh, that sound. That's what I need to do with that sound. I forgot about that. Yeah, I need to change that so it's you can do sound again, man, or Brian. I can't remember how to do that. Hang on.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but
I'm the one that's bad at Zoom. Fuck all you guys.
That was terrible, but we're learning. Yeah. I'm better than I was a week ago.
Yeah. I mean, is it cold in your house, Brian? Why are you all bundled up?
No, I've been out. I was outside. It's snowing.
Oh,
clean up after the snow. It's beautiful, actually. The heater's working good, working well. It's about 68 degrees, which is hot for me. Anything over 60 is a little much.
Well, you are also wearing a stocking cap and a Downy jacket.
Right, I know. Well, remember, Paul, you were in his place.
Maybe take the fucking jacket off, homeboy.
There you go. He doesn't pay for heat. Remember, he doesn't pay for heat. He refuses to pay for heat, so.
Well, I want to get a new computer and another better a switcher and all the sound stuff. We got to spend some money on this thing. So I got to suffer. There he is.
See, that's the cool lamp that's in the way I got now. Hey,
that's a cool lamp.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a hanging one. You can't really tell on this, but it's my girl put a rainbow light bulb in there, so it looks like our living room mostly looks like a passion pit, and mixed with like a weird oddities museum because we have a bunch of weird shit on our bookshelves. And
have you considered a red couch? A red couch? Have you considered it?
We used to actually have a big high back Victorian love seat red couch, but
Brian's giving me shit here. I just got one.
He just got one. You just confirmed that he should have. It's good.
Well, we have a living room bed couch now, so we have like a full size, but then it extends out, so you can just basically like be a real piece of shit on it, and And yeah, so yeah, we got rid of all the furniture we had and then we got new shit because it was old and busted and shitty. So we got the new hotness.
The
And
new hotness. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
the newest hotness. And then we also got a king size bed, so that's awesome as fuck.
There
So
you go. I
yeah.
have king size beds. That bed I haven't seen it for a couple of days, but it's I have a tendency to fall asleep in my damn lazy chair, which makes you extremely lazy. People do not get one unless you want to be lazy.
It hurts your back too. It's not good for anybody. It's a good prop though. I have it in the studio now, but I would never sit on it again for an extended period of time. It's
Unless you
terrible.
want to take a nap, because that's the way it's going to be.
It's the end of life, man. If you once you get an easy chair, I think it's over. That's just basically.
I think so too.
That's
that
it.
was actually one of the
Your
pieces of
hospice, you're
furniture.
done.
One of the pieces of furniture we got rid of is my girlfriend's. Like she had a fucking like this old man recliner thing that she always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the foot thing, you know,
Oh, the ottoman.
Yeah, well, no, it was like it like reclines, so it had
Yeah.
the, you know, and it all got fucked up, and then she kept using it for probably another like year after it was all jacked. It wouldn't close anymore. So that was one thing. It was just open. She's like, I love my seat, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this thing is fucking terrible. It looks like shit. Can we just get rid of this fucking thing? And she finally well, she got this really dope like it's almost like an Adirondack chair, you know, like the
I'm not sure what an Adirondack chair is.
or well, I mispronounced that shit. Adirondack. It's the fucking mountains up on like the East Coast, like in Maine. But it's like one of those like chairs that has like the big arms and it's like made out of wood. It's always on like, patios
okay,
and
sure.
shit. Yeah, it's like that kinda. It's got those big armrest things, but it's like this like it's
Is it comfortable or not?
I can't see, it's dark as fucking here. I said passion pit because I don't.
I know, and yeah. So I will look for where I sit down there if I come over.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's love stains all over. I have a black light. I found them. No, but
and now we're not going to Ball's house.
yeah, don't sit in any of my chairs. There's filth everywhere. No, my friend gave me a black light, and I'm like, oh, I should check out and see if there's love stains anywhere. And my girl's like, don't do that. I'm like, okay. But it's like it's a reclining chair, but it has a rod that sits in like hooks behind. You have to take the rod out and then move. It's like, what the fuck is this shit? But it's hella comfortable, and it's really. But she got it from her grandma passed away like I don't know, like whatever, a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, and she got all this like really kitschy shit from her grandma, which is awesome. We got all this like weird kitchen shit that her grandma probably had since like the fucking 40s, and some of which is mostly being displayed in our kitchen. But two things I think we actually actively use.
Yeah.
But the rest of the stuff is like, we have a food processor now. Fuck that thing, or whatever. But yeah, it's.
Oh, I'm down. I have the air fryer, amazing. I have the Instapot, amazing. It's like everything's being condensed in these little things,
Well, yeah, it's all just like we don't have an air fryer because we have literally run out of room in our kitchen.
Right. Yeah, I get that.
Things, and but I think we want to get one eventually.
Yeah, they're healthy, I guess. My doctor said so anyway.
Well, and they actually taste like you fried a chicken strip too.
Yeah,
right?
they do. It tastes like you fried
crispy
something.
and shit. It's not like putting them in the oven. It's actually it's frying them. That's tight. I think we're gonna get one. We got a rice cooker. Wow.
And a rice cooker. Yeah, I have one of those. Now, honestly, I don't know how to cook rice in the rice cooker yet. I have yet to do that.
It's really not hard.
I wouldn't think it would be.
It's a cup for cup. You put a cup of rice in, put a cup of water in. Put another cup of rice in, you put another cup of water in. And then you click that little switch down, and when it goes tink, you're like, wow, I have rice.
I know. I need to eat more rice, actually.
Well, speaking of rice, here's a clip from Friday Night Live with you two. You guys right there.
Hey, there you go.
There it is. Let's
see. Yay. Look, I look so fat.
Well,
Look
that's
at how-
because you're crouched over. You're not fat at all. You're just
Yeah, I'm
crouched
not
over.
fat. I'm not fat, but
You're just crouched, actually.
but you know what I am. What that video has made me decide is I'm gonna start dyeing my beard again because I don't look like a shipboat captain. It's fucking gray as shit. I'm like, fuck that.
Alrighty, har.
I look like a mad scientist. I look wild as crazy, and then Lonnie looked good.
I need
yeah.
to dry it or I need to trim it and fucking darken that shit because I'm like, okay, I don't. My girl's like, don't dye it, and I haven't dyed it for like a year, and I'm like, nah, I need to look like a terrorist again.
Well, the thing is, yeah, there you go. I think the thing is that I don't know, our loved ones, if they want my hair cut, I'll cut my hair. If they want to let it grow, whatever, as long as whatever they want to see. If they're even looking at it, I don't care. You know, it's like I had a wife once, and
I had a wife once.
well, I tell you what, she had amazing.
She's in an oil drum in the basement now, but she was around at one point.
I had a wife once who had very long hair and looked great on her, but she decided. I mean, I made a comment in regards to it, how nice it was, and despite me, she went and shaved it or cut it down to the nibs, you know, it's little short hair, and her whole head, you know, and it was like, her facial structure is not
Does she look like Telly Savalas?
slender. No, her facial structure is not long wise; it's more of a rounder one, like her,
Yeah,
like
so-
her father's.
Does she look like Telly Savalas with tits?
Yeah, and yeah, it's not good. That's not good stuff. So,
Yeah,
you know,
no, that's
you
why
gotta
she
go with
have
your
a fucking
facial
head.
features
She was
and
just
stuff,
tired
you
of
know?
hair. Or...
Yeah, she was tired of it, and I understand.
Well, I think it was fully spite. It sounds like it was more.
It was fully
That's why-
spite. The whole thing is.
That's
just-
why I did this shit. And this is actually the longest I've had it for like fucking 4 or 5 months. My girl's like, yeah, shave your head again. She likes doing it. So it gives her something to do.
Yeah,
Shave
well,
my head. But yeah, I need to. I'm thinking about picking it. So that
I picked mine before, and I'll tell you what, because I had head surgery and brain surgery.
there's like fucking scars and shit.
Oh,
There's,
yeah,
like,
I look like Darth Vader without his helmet on, basically.
oh, it's like
That was all beat up and
You tell your
broken
son.
and just disgusting.
You know,
tell
the
your
good
son,
thing, the good
You've
and the bad,
arrived for me.
good and the bad thing of seeing that, show we did Friday Night Live is we all want to change our looks somehow. I'm thinking of growing the hair. I might do a Wayne's World with my own hair, you know, and Lonnie.
I think I'm gonna get fake boobs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
you
think my regular man
really
boobs are okay
you
for
really-
mom, but
just well, I mean, if you're alone and you got some tits, you're like, well, it's kind of the same thing.
hey, woohoo! No,
Woohoo.
that's not.
I mean, everyone's gonna look at you weird. They're gonna be like, look at that fucking ugly dude with tits.
Hey, you know, Paul, we're talking about house things earlier, and yours had some unique stuff in there. I was interested in the story you said the other night. It was pretty cool about the house. And I don't even care about celebrity gossip, but you were talking about how inside there, Paul or what's his name, Eddie Vedder's house, there was a special piece that you enjoyed. I thought that was kind of cool.
His fucking ukulele cave.
Ukulele cave and a fire pole,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, he's got 3-story. Well, like so he's got like this. Well, first of all, none of his house has no corners. They're all like curved. So
That's
it's
awesome.
like,
For sound,
I guess,
probably.
or he's Eddie Vedder and he's got a bunch of money. He's like, what if I just curved all the fucking corners of my house? Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, like we're down there and he's like, hey, you want to see my the fuck do you call it? I forget what he called it now. But he's
Man
like,
cave?
basically it's his man cave, I guess. You know, for Eddie Vedder, there's just you know, a little box of weed and a bunch of ukuleles with pillows and shit. And the ceiling's probably only, I don't know. I think you cannot stand up in it. You gotta climb a little ladder, go into it, and it's like a little
Court.
clubhouse. There's ukuleles. I don't know, but yeah, he's got a fireman pole that goes all the way down to the first floor, and there's pillows at the bottom, so he just drops his ukulele down the fireman pole, and
The reason why I found that, I mean, that's
fucking
fascinating.
weird. I'm like, okay.
Well, it's super cool. I mean,
Oh, I've had if I had Pearl Jam money, I'd have fucking weird shit. in my house.
Right? What would you have in your house if you had Pearl Jam money? I would have. I might do a poll. Actually, I do a slide. I do a slide at the back window.
Oh, like a spiral, like one of the spiral slides.
Oddly enough, I was friends with a gentleman who he's got the second largest slide company in the world, and he builds slides.
That's a weird thing to live with.
Right, and he built slides off for the celebrities and people all over
Wow.
the world, and
That's fucking weird.
they build slides from a bedroom to the back patio to the
Yes.
pool
Yeah.
and everything.
Because why not have a fucking slide?
Right? Why not? Why not make things easy for you? I think it'd be awesome. I would love that.
Yeah.
Same thing
I
as
mean,
a fireman's pole.
You know, and if it's kind of outside, you could bring a garden hose and make it a water slide in the summer.
Yep. No, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
I would make it a water slide. I'd like to have water slides in my house. If I was Bill Gates or Pearl Jam money, whatever. I know
Oh
those are
yeah,
big
you'd have
things,
a theme park in the back there, and you know, like some
theme
Michael
park,
Jackson.
a musical theme park. That'd be
Yeah, like
awesome.
Michael Jackson's weird ass house with all the tigers and shit walking around. I don't know
Exactly. If I
Whatever was
was
going on there.
a
Some,
musical water park, it would be the whole time. I'd never want to
Yeah.
leave. It'd be like, why go home? Why go home? Sorry.
there's a fucking water slide. Yeah, that's why you go home, Eddie. No, but yeah, I don't know. At my house, I would definitely have what I would call a gentleman's room, which would be small, dark, wood paneled, a lot of like brown liquor and cigars, and probably copious amounts of marijuana. But that would be I would definitely have a gentleman's room with
Oh, for sure.
with a you know, like basically a sunroom off it, so I could always smoke and look outside and
Neighbors.
shit and all that. But yeah, I don't know anything else. I mean, there'd probably be a music room, I'm sure, you know, but
Another friend of mine, check out this house, Brian, or Paul. Another good friend of mine who's very well-to-do has a house on up in the hills, looking over his yard. It's forestry and stuff, but outside his second floor in his house has a bathroom that's all glass, and you can take a crap while looking outside. It's not that.
I've seen shit like that.
Yeah,
but
that's
yeah.
super cool. It's like the whole thing's glass.
You know, people are gonna see you as like fucking birds and shit. They're like, oh, that bird's sick. Oh, it's that cardinal's watching me poop again this morning. That cardinal's a weird motherfucker. You know, or whatever. You know, it's like, yeah. I
And
don't
the
know.
neighbor.
Well, I mean,
No.
hopefully he placed it so he can just look out and no one can look in.
And
while
nobody
he-
can see him. That's for certain.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're not gonna like. You don't want to you don't want to have a glassed in bathroom as your, you know, signature piece of your house. There's like all the neighbors are like, oh,
no.
God
Oh yeah.
damn it.
Most
damn
definitely. It's just weird.
Brian's
But
taking a shower again. Fuck.
Right. Yeah, exactly. No, it's just unique and it's cool. And those type of things I do appreciate. And I think if I had maybe like the Pearl Jam money or something like that or whatever, this gentleman was a publisher in his time.
That'll do it too.
Yeah, he published a couple things. I think one of his neatest things he published was the biography for Richard Nixon, actually.
Wow.
So
Even
yeah.
though Richard Nixon was a piece of shit.
He was, but there's still he's still got pictures of him and Nixon going, hey, you know.
I mean,
so
that's cool. I mean, like, hey, look, here's me and an asshole.
right. Well, you know, it's like somebody's got there doing Trump's biography right now, which is basically should be a book on suicide. I'm hoping.
Well, one thing about Nixon, you might like, he was a major Pearl Jam fan.
No,
No,
he,
would he die in 92?
yeah, like Pearl Jam put out their record and it's like Nixon died. It's like, okay, well,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
who
awesome.
knows? Maybe
Might have killed him.
well, Pearl Jam's
hope so.
Pearl Jam's first album came out in '91, so you know it could have possibly. I kind of think that Richard Nixon didn't have his finger on the pulse of the fucking music scene in '91, but you know who knows?
We liked
Matter.
Elvis, we know that.
Maybe that song "Why Go Home" actually made him think about that, and he died.
Like,
So
let me let me die so I go to fucking hell. Yeah.
So, so Paul, question for you. I often have questions and stuff, but one of the questions I have right now, which is basically out of all the CDs that you've owned, which ones have you had to repurchase or have you owned the most? And as far as like one
the
one
longest,
CD?
you're like, which CD has been the longest in my, I mean,
Well,
all my
which one-
CDs are in a box under my bed right now, but
well, I mean, for instance, the most I've had to repurchase the two CDs that had, and I love CDs and stuff, but the two CDs that I had to repurchase over and over for some odd reason is 10 from Pearl Jam and
Yeah.
Sublime, 40 Ounces of Freedom, because somebody steals them. You know what I mean? They just walk away on their little feet and they walk away. Somebody
it was
wants
like,
those.
oh, they grow legs.
Yeah.
That happens. I pretty sure I've never repurchased an album after I bought it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually repurchased an album. And the first album I ever bought, the first CD I ever bought was Counting Crows, August and Everything After. And I still have that CD.
Really?
So yeah, I still have it. So, and that was the first record I ever really bought like myself, you know, like I had acquired other records or
Well, I need better
CDs or
friends
anything.
than Paul, because mine walk away with my stuff apparently. You know, it's like,
All your friends are shit. So
well, it just seems like, and I'm totally absent-minded actually, so I probably lose things
Well-
like that sign right there on the back of Brian's wall back there. It says LB Hour, Pound Hour. I forgot that there the other day, you know, so it's like people just acquire things of Lonnie's. It's like, oh, I just keep dropping things off. I
it's
don't
just like,
really.
oh, well, I let a friend borrow a mandolin and I've never seen that fucking again. So that sucks, but whatever.
I see it on-
I
think
got a question for Paul. This is very important. Who do you
Okay.
feel did Blackbird better? Eddie Vedder or Grohl? Dave Grohl?
What the fuck is Blackbird?
I don't know. I was looking up an image for you of Eddie Vedder and Nixon, and this is what came up. But who did it better? Who do you think would do it better?
What the fuck is Blackbird?
When I think of Blackbirds, when I think of Blackbird, I think of
Beatles.
Blackbird from the Beatles song. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that,
they
oh,
both did it.
Did they play this?
Probably-
Yes, they both
probably-
did it. And the question is, who did better? But we can't show it, so we'll have to watch it
yeah,
and tell
I
the
don't think I've
people.
ever actually I'm sure I've probably fucking heard Pearl Jam do it. I mean, I think Eddie probably, I mean, I love David Grohl, but I'd say probably Eddie did a better Beatles cover, but
I bet.
like, you know, I mean, I have heard Foo Fighters do Blackbird. They're both different. I mean, Eddie was like, I want to put it on acoustic, and then Grohl's like, what if we made this rock?
Yeah.
You know, it's basically, you know, and it's like, you feel chill? Do you want to have Eddie Vedder sing you to sleep with his little acoustic, or do you want Dave Grohl to kick you in your tank?
Really? You know,
That's
I'm
pretty-
totally interested in watching that now. I'm totally gonna watch it when I'm done here, because I'm gonna get on big YouTube and watch it, because I love both those guys. I mean, I'm a huge Eddie Vedder fan, and Dave Grohl is I like him,
But
but
they're both
actually
great.
he sings pretty good, you know.
Well,
Yeah, they're
Eddie
both-
Vedder blew me away when he did that. You were talking about it. The Where Oh Where Can My Baby Be? Like a 60s.
Last Kiss.
Oh,
Last
yeah,
Kiss.
Wow.
that
Yeah.
fucking stuff. It's like because you hear the original, it's like bop bop bop, my girlfriend's dead. You're like, what the fuck? And then Eddie's like, oh, hey, this is a song about my girlfriend dying in a car wreck. How about we make it not bop 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 1950 shit? And it's like, okay, yeah, and
Well, I like them both. I because I heard the original, you know, but you're right. It was a 50s pop diner song, and oh
yeah, it was like
can my
what?
baby be?
You hear the original, and you're like, this is way too boppy for.
Way too happy for a sad song. Yeah.
Yeah, it's well, I mean, like, dude's fucking racing your fucking rod and killing your fucking girlfriend. She's dying in your arms, and you're like,
I know, right?
why are we making this sound like the Big Bopper? That's fucking weird, dude.
They weren't
You know?
allowed to deal with real emotions back then. You had to sugarcoat everything.
Yeah, I had to just bury it deep inside your chest and beat your children.
Yeah.
because you had to get it out some way. I don't know. The 50s was fucked up. But
Hey, Lonnie, we can go as long as you want, but I just want to let you know we're an hour and 5 minutes in. It's our longest show ever with the Paul Maurer and the silence.
We might have, yeah, I don't quite know, but I'm not opposed. We can keep talking here a little bit, but actually,
that's
if Paul's not opposed to coming back another time too, we could do
Yeah.
that, you know?
Let's pound it out,
totally-
and then we'll have
I'll
him
even
back.
I'll even put a shirt on.
Oh, wow. Well, I'd like to see you with some colorful beard, you know, some maybe a,
It looks pretty dark right now, but it's like, we already mentioned I live like a hermit in a dark ass fucking room, but
Right.
I should probably turn some lights on in here. But we have
So,
these like
Paul-
we have these like why is it? That's
Look at that.
oh yeah, here. Oh, I'm retarded.
no, you're
But yeah,
okay.
like you see that that's our front window, and we have grow lights so that all our little succulents and plants and fronds and all that shit.
Sure. I get the girl lights.
We
But
believe you.
it's yeah,
We
my
believe you.
what's
That
that?
was a nice tour. So we can't do a 3-man deal here because
Yes, we can. Listen, so Paul, here's how, so we are the LB hour, which is basically short affectionately to the pound hour. And so we do a pound out every time. We do row, sham, bow, whatever you decide
Yeah.
to choose. So,
Bro,
and we want Paul to
rock,
we do the
rock,
let's
rock, paper, scissors.
yeah, and we
Oh,
what we
okay,
want out of
so-
this. What we want out of this is Paul can bet in advance who he thinks is going to win. So Paul, who do you think is going to win
Oh.
this Shambo?
No.
I'm always gonna vote for you, Brian.
Oh,
Okay, so let's do this here. And Paul, you part of it too. You can try to get in there.
go.
No, you guys are just
Well, you
doing
can't
this.
do 3.
I'm-
You got to do
I am
2.
simply the judge. You guys pound it out, man.
Okay, I'm going to
Okay.
close my eyes so I don't see what he's doing. And let's go.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. See that?
He's won like
Oh,
7. He's won 6 or 7 in a row.
fucking lost, Brian. You
I
failed
tell you
me.
what.
You failed
I-
me.
I let you down, Adrian.
Hey, gentlemen.
You failed. All right, I don't know.
Hey,
We'll
hey,
see you
thank
next
for stopping
time.
in. Yep,
All right,
thank you for
brother.
stopping in the pound hour. We'll see you
Peace
next
out.
time, Paul. And thanks for coming in, buddy. We appreciate it.